everyone, welcome back to the GOYPOP channel, your channel for girl groups and reading people that are not kind to our girl groups. It's been a while since I've done a Dear Whoever series, mainly because the industry, even though it's been really messy, nothing has made me like upset enough to come in here and make a video until I saw this article. MNET'S upcoming Road to Kingdom has confirmed its participants. Blah 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 blah. 7 groups, blah 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 blah. The winning group of Road to Kingdom gets the opportunity to join Queendom, MNET'S next survival program scheduled for the second half of the year. So let me give you some background. If you don't know what Queendom is a spin-off of MNET'S original Queendom show, which they showed in 2019. Queendom pitted 6 already debuted girl groups against each other. So it was Puck Boom from 21, Lovelyz, Oh My Girl, AOA, Idol, and Mamamoo. And they competed in different challenges and rounds, and it was an excellent show. It was such a good show. And obviously, as a girl group stan, when the show ended, I was about to draft a couple emails to MNET saying,
I have some ideas for season 2. I know at least like another 10 or 7 groups that can go on the show that's going to be so perfect. It'll be more fair. It'll be perfect. Like, I got some ideas for you. Like, where can I send this?
And then they announced Queendom. And I'm like, Queendom. No, honestly, I love survival shows, and like I have actually no problem with there being a Queendom. It kind of like makes sense they would make one. But then I saw they were making a Road to Kingdom. And I thought to myself, now self, how many shows did the girl groups get?
1.
Okay. And then how many groups are the boy groups getting?
2.
What? Yes, y'all, I'm upset that boy groups are getting 2 quality shows and girl groups only got 1. And why am I upset? I will let you know in this video. Before I get started, just a couple things. Yes, I'm being petty. Do you know a K-pop stan that isn't petty? I will wait. At the end of the day, I'm gonna totally watch Road to Kingdom and love it, okay? That's the whole issue, that's the whole point, it doesn't matter. Essentially, girl groups always get the first trial guinea pig run of all these survival shows, and then the companies turn around and do it better for boy groups. Let us just examine the evidence. Queendom was an absolutely great show, but even from the start, I was like, you're gonna put Mamamoo on the show with some rookies / groups that are not as big as them and expect Mamamoo not to win and expect the other ones to like try to compete against them. Like, obviously it was so obvious Mamamoo was like probably gonna win. And it was really great that Oh My Girl got second. Like, I probably wouldn't have guessed that like from watching it like straight up, but literally it was kind of unfair to put Mamamoo on the group with all these on the show with all these other groups. Turn around for boy groups, they said,
okay, so
2 shows. 1 show so that like smaller boy groups don't have to compete with these big, large fandom boy groups, and then the one that wins the show gets to go on to the final show with these bigger groups. It's okay. I get that these shows are like probably not easy to pull off and it's a new idea, but literally, I feel like anyone could have thought of that. Like, let's not put a super popular group with some unpopular groups because it's probably a little bit unfair. And then suddenly, magically for boy groups, you're like, let us have this fair, amazing system of 2 shows that'll be perfect for the ones that are not as popular and for the ones that are popular. Duh! And the most glaring evidence of this is the produced series Total Mess, Great TV. Produce 101 Season 1 was the first of its kind, so I understand it wasn't gonna be perfect, but it was just like, the issues with that show were, 1, the trainees accumulated votes each round. So like the trainees that had like 100,000 in like the first 1 or 2 rounds, like were just set in the 3rd and last round. Like it was just like, what the frick? They changed out for season 2. In season 1, the 5 songs in the 3rd round evaluation were so not on the same level. Like I could have told you which songs were gonna win like that. In season 2, totally fair songs, totally level playing field. Produce 101 Season 3. We get global rigged competition show. Produce 101 Season 4. Still rigged, just as rigged, but super quality, really good TV, like a gimmick that's gimmick, but also like did something to make the show interesting. It's just like, MNET always has these really cool ideas. And I feel like we're just like, maybe like a couple more weeks or like a month more of thinking through the plot and some things that could go wrong, they can make the shows good in the first place. So you don't give like girl groups this like generic, like slow, low-key, like trash version, and then you have like gold-plated platinum ring version for boy groups. Finally, and most egregiously, is Idol School. Okay, Idol School was such a mess that they didn't even do the show for boy groups, okay? Because Idol School, first of all, they like abused the girls basically, allegedly. It was fully rigged. They treated them terribly. It was like just generally overall like an awful show. And so I've always wondered, why does Mnet do this? Why do they always put the girls first and then the boys second? Because if you look at like the industry in general, it's generally said that boy groups, like, they cultivate fandoms, and that's like kind of how boy groups get their popularity. Whereas girl groups are supposed to appeal to the general public, and they're not supposed to have, or they don't really have like giant fandoms that like mobilize like an army for them like they do for boy groups. So if you are like a show exec and you're making this new concept show and you want it to like be popular, do all the ratings, and like make money, wouldn't you just use boy groups first, which are supposed to be more popular, more like active fandoms, and use them to get your show to be popular? Why do they use girls first? I will tell you why. Honestly, like, they just value boy groups more than girl groups. They're using girl groups for clout, and they give it better for boy groups. And it's so like irritating because it's like, it's not, there's like literally like honestly no real difference between boy trainees and girl trainees. Like, all trainees work hard. All like K-pop groups work hard. Everyone works hard. Everyone works hard before debut. Everyone works hard after they debut. And so it doesn't make sense why girl groups are being like less valued by Mnet and just like being thrown out into the abyss of like public television of like, just, you know, get us some popularity, get us some clout, do whatever, and then on like turn around and be like,
okay, we have 31 different companies working on behalf of our boy group show to see how we can make it most fair, most profitable, most the best for the boys.
It's just so like now obvious that that's literally what they're doing. There's also another show, it's called Girl Spirit, and it was, again, such a good show. It took like the main vocals of all these already debuted groups and pitted them against each other in singing competitions and singing rounds. And like, wow, the performances from that show were so good, but like the ratings weren't that great. And so they didn't even try to do it for boys. And it's like, why not? Like, you know what I mean? It's like they literally are just using girl groups for guinea pigs, and then if it doesn't go well, they're like, well, it's clearly not good enough for our boy groups. How about, here's an idea. Maybe because you prize boy groups so much, how about you just start with them first? Then your pilot shows wouldn't be garbage, they would actually be good because you're motivated to make good stuff for boy groups because you actually like them. And then we as girl group fans could get better shows for our girl groups. Everyone would be happy. But Mnet is never gonna do that. They will never, ever, 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 ever do that. Because as a whole, and I'm about to just get really macro level here, people just do not value girls as much. Okay, sexism exists, like misogyny exists, like the female body is prized, okay, and also strictly like regulated, but also people just don't like women as much as they like guys. Like it's just that is just the honest plain truth of it, and it's just so annoying. Just see that like seep into everything. Like, it's K-pop, it's supposed to be making you happy and entertaining, but like as we've seen over the past year with like Big Bang and Sungri and YG and like MNET'S rigging with Produce 101, like it's not like a happy-go-lucky industry. It's like run by these men in power who take advantage of young people, of young boys and young girls to make a buck and don't care about their well-being. And it's so annoying and like irritating and really like upsetting to see that happen to these young girls who are just like trying their best to make their dreams come true, or who are like already debuted like with Queendom and they're just trying to put on good performances and like be great. And it's not like Queendom wasn't good. I loved Queendom. It was probably, ooh, wow, I think for girl group standards, like I'm pretty sure this is Mnet's best survival show. Like, best managed, wasn't like too catty, like really like good vibes between all the contestants. It was good. Like a Kingdom sequel was fine, but then to be like, we're gonna make it more fair for boy groups, it's like, you could have done that from the start. I feel like it's so easy, but maybe I'm missing something. So yeah, I just feel like this video is so petty. It's so much, and I know people are gonna be like, well, it's not really a big deal, and like blah blah blah, like I don't know, it's like, just leave me alone. I just want girl groups to be valued as much as boy groups are in the K-pop industry. Why is that such a crime? Like, girl groups are just doing it so well, and it's like, for them not to be acknowledged in the way they deserve is so annoying. Like, did you see this article that's like been circulating about how like Luna and Red Velvet are like breaking stereotypes and redefining what it means to be a girl group? Okay, they're not the first ones to do that. Like, every generation there are girl groups that do that every single time, and it's like people are finally slowly starting to pick up more on that. But it's like, can you just show a little bit more consideration and care for these girl groups that we all love so much? Overall, it's like, I guess not that really big of a deal, even though it actually is. I'm still gonna watch Road to Kingdom, I'm still gonna watch Kingdom, and I will be waiting at the shores of Korea inside of Seoul for Mnet to drop Road to Queendom and Queendom.
If you do not give our girls 2 shows,
Catch these hands.
That's it. Thank you so much for watching. Leave your thoughts below. If you want to send some hate my way, go ahead. I'll try to respond to your comments or something. Thank you so much for listening. If you want to see more girl group content from me, you can hit the subscribe button below. Watch some of my old reactions. If you want me to talk about other girl group topics, which is like literally my favorite thing to do and why I made this channel, just comment below and I'll talk about it. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at GOYPOP. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.